Good Girl is a realistic crime novel that follows the disappearance of a Michigan college student who went missing one night after the bar, and the last person she was seen with was a student she outed for sexually assaulting her on campus. This morning I'm joined by the novelist Allison Leotta. Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
This is your fifth novel so far.
It is.
So you love fiction.
I do. I love reading it, and I love writing it now.
What's really incredible is, like, you were the former sex crimes prosecutor in Washington, D.C.,
Right.
where you live now. Was it difficult to make that transition from being a prosecutor to writing fiction?
It wasn't. It was almost like I had to do it. I was
Yeah.
seeing these incredible things in the courtroom, just incredible tragedy and heartbreak, but also moments of just inspiration, some absurdity, some funny moments, and I was just inspired by everything around me, and so I think I had to start writing about it.
Now, is there a sex crimes prosecutor in The Last Good Girl?
There is.
Is that you?
I always get that, and no, it's not me. She has a much more exciting life than I do. She has.
You're being too kind. No.
No, I'm a mom. I'm married. I'm trying to make sure everybody gets to soccer practice. And Anna, the prosecutor in the book, she flirts and dates and banters, and she gets to do all the exciting things that from home I don't dare.
That's still pretty cool. And you're originally from here. You're from Franklin?
I am.
You still have family here?
It's so nice to be home.
Yeah,
yes,
I bet it is.
This is my favorite part of the book tour. When I'm home, my mom and dad come, and they bring all their friends, so it's just a lot of fun.
And you do tie in Michigan into at least this book, maybe others.
I do, yeah. The Last Good Girl is set in Michigan. There's Detroit, and there's a fictional college campus. It's kind of a mix of a lot of Michigan colleges together, so that's been fun too, to bring my hometown into it.
What has been the hardest part about this whole process, writing 5 books?
What has been the hardest? It's hard to say. It's been just a lot of fun. I love getting out and seeing the fans. And what's been really amazing is hearing how many people it touches. When a reader says something like this happened to me, or someone I know, or just I love the book, that is just such an incredible thing to hear.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the starring character in this book.
So her name is Anna Curtis. She is a sex crimes prosecutor in D.C., and she's in Michigan for this case, the case of this missing girl. And I try to bring the emotions that I felt to it. I also try to highlight in this book the issue of college campus sex assaults, which is
it's a hot button issue right now.
It is, and it's so important to be talking about. So I try to both teach, kind of bring a lot of the real information and statistics, but also weave that into just a really compelling story, so that when you're reading it, you don't feel like, oh, this is hard to learn. You just feel entertained and then leave it feeling like I've learned something.
Absolutely. And where did you get the inspiration for this book? Obviously, this is your 5th one. Was there one particular case that kind of drove you to write it?
I tried to take just a lot of cases from around the country. There's so many right now. Unfortunately, there's just too much inspiration on the issue of college sex assaults right now. But I tried to take a lot of details from the most interesting, the most outrageous cases, and weave them together to make it one fun, interesting story.
Well, if people want to get the book, where can they get it?
Everywhere. And tonight I'll be at Aunt Agatha's, the wonderful mystery bookstore in Ann Arbor.
Absolutely. This is your tour here in May. We wish you all the best. We're so proud of you. Our own Michigan-owned Allison Leotta. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much.
The Last Good Girl is the book. We'll be right back.
Thank you.